So what is going on, guys? My name is Chris and welcome to the LAN Party. Today we are on the Twitch live stream. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a beach sunset on your knife. So the new paint shop feature in Black Ops 3 is really awesome. You can add up to 64 layers on any of your knives, weapons, things like that, and you can do a lot with it. So let's get started here. We're going to have a base layer and it's going to be the background of the sky. So we are going to make it a nice kind of blue to purple fade, almost like a nice little sunset situation going on. To add a gradient, you're going to select your layer. I like to do a square, bring it way out to cover the whole knife, and then go to color picker, which is triangle. It's going to be different for your different system. Square is going to bring you to gradient, and you can see it kind of fades there, right? So we're going to do blue and purple. So you just choose your two colors, and that's perfect, just like that. And that's going to be our sky. Now I want the purple on the other side, so in order to flip it, you just do the touchpad, boom, and it flips. Just like that. So that's your base background layer, that's the sky and our sunset here. The next thing you're going to do is add your water layer for the ocean. So same thing, just take a rectangle, a square, and buff it out, scale it out by using your right thumbstick real far. And we're going to put a little tilt on it. No, we're not actually. We're going to do it just like that. Okay? And then you're gonna make it a nice blue color for the ocean. Let's do a little bit of a darker blue, just like that, since it is kind of like at sunset. Lower that just a little bit. There we go. Now we're gonna add our sand, same thing that we did before. Put a nice square layer right there. And this one we're gonna tilt a little bit, because we don't want it to take up the whole thing. Just like that. So right about there. That's our beach right there. So now what do you have? I'll do yellow sand, nice bright yellow sand, just like that. So now what do you have on a beach? How about a palm tree, right? We'll go all the way over to, was it tools? Yeah, it was tools, and we'll select this kind of wavy shape right here. It kind of looks like a palm tree. We're gonna place it down right there, and then we're gonna change the color. Whoops. Select it and go to color picker. I'm gonna make it like a nice brown, something like that. But if you want to make it a little bit darker, you can do, where was it? Go back to your color picker and hit the touchpad, and then you can mix it. You can change your color levels. I'm gonna bring this down a bit. I want it to be a little bit darker. Let's see if I bring this down a bit. There we go. A little bit darker, just like that. I'm not sure if it's easy to pick up on the video, but hopefully it looks just fine. Visible King, what's up? Visible Viking, sorry. When does the Black Ops 3 beta end? I think today is the last day. Hopefully he extends it, or hopefully Treyarch extends it. So the next thing that we're gonna want to add here on our tree is the palm leaves, right? So we're gonna go down to the little hair. It says half long hair, so whatever, we'll use it as a tree right now. So we're gonna put this, that's a little too small, right over there, and that's one of our palm like fronds right there. I'm gonna choose a nice green color. I like that, that's fine. And now the trick with this is we're gonna make an outline. But I think first we'll do all of our 4 leaves and then we'll make the outlines. So in order to duplicate it, you want to do the touchpad and then press options. You're going to rotate it a little bit so you get like that, and then pop it into place. Same thing, duplicate it. Now this one, instead of just rotating it, you're also going to flip it. So you're going to hit the touchpad so it flips, rotate it into place, and then we'll pop it right there. Good. All right, same thing. Touchpad, paste, and then rotate it so you're right about there. And you've got yourself a beautiful palm tree. Now, what I like to do is outline the leaves with a black kind of outline. So the way we do that is you're going to hit the touchpad, paste, again, copy and paste, and then you're going to change the color to black, and then you're going to make it a little bit bigger by scaling up with the right thumbstick, and it should stick out a little bit beyond the leaf. It's hard to tell on that one, but we'll do it to each individual leaf. It just kind of adds that black background to it to add a little bit of depth to the picture. Okay, so now that we have that done, that's our palm tree right there. The thing that we're going to do next is add a sun. Really important for a sunset. You want a sun, right? So you're going to go to the tools section, scroll all the way down to the circle. Now the important part about this is not just the sizing, but the layering. So you're going to want to put it behind the ocean. So you could just do that by moving it to the left or right with your directional pad. And you want it to be maybe like, make it a little bit smaller, maybe like that size, real nice in the distance. Okay, so you're gonna pop that into place there, and this is really important. Just like how we did the gradient for the background of the sky, we're gonna do a gradient for the sun and make it like a nice yellow-orange fade. So we're gonna hit color picker and hit the square to bring us to the fade, And I want the lighter side of the picture. You can go, just judge by the sky. It gets darker to lighter, right? So you're gonna go to the lighter side is gonna be the lighter color of the sun, and the darker side is gonna be the darker color of the sun. So right here, I'm gonna choose like a nice deep orange or red, and then on the lighter side, I'm gonna choose a nice bright yellow, and you see you have this beautiful fade there that goes from yellow into a nice red. So it looks really nice so far. Now, something that really adds some icing on the cake here is you're gonna make the reflection of the sun on the water. So you're gonna go over to tools, scroll down till you have this little tooth shaped piece right here, select that, and you're gonna wanna match that with the color of the sun roughly, just a nice yellow. Yeah, we'll do that. Rotate that. And this one, it's important that you want it behind your sand, but you really can't tell honestly on this picture just because the sand is so low. So that's okay, it doesn't really matter too much. You're gonna flip it so you can get it to match nicely with the sun, like that. And now here's the really important part. You might be saying, this just looks like the sun is going straight into the water, and it does. So what you wanna do is lower the opacity by holding your left bumper down. You'll see on the right-hand side of the screen, the opacity will get gradually lower, and you wanna make it about, I think what I did was like maybe 30%, 20%. I'm gonna do 20%. So you can see it looks a lot more natural there. And then you just adjust the sizing and you're good to go. Alright, so now that we have that, it's time for stars. Alright guys, so the next important thing that you want to do here is add stars. So once again, you're going to go over to your tools section. I use it a lot, it's really useful. Then you're going to get this kind of rigid circle here. Lower it all the way down as far as it can go in size. And that's going to be what you make all of your stars with. So I'm not going to add too many. Maybe I'll add about 8 to a dozen stars. You're going to lower it down to its lowest size. Put it somewhere. You want to focus most of your stars on the darker part of the sky, obviously, because you'll see more stars. Touchpad start, or touchpad options, and then just move it. Touchpad options, move it. Touchpad options, move it. Same deal, all the way through. And like I said, we're going to do maybe 10. And it's really good if you put them in an abstract location, kind of like right over here. This one, woo, there he is, right by the hole, because it makes it look more realistic. Instead of just trying to put them in all like the open spaces, you can kind of like put half in the hole, half behind the tree. It adds a lot of depth to the picture, and it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Like you didn't just plan out where they're gonna go; they're kind of just naturally scattered. After you do that, what you could do, what I did in the original picture. Oh yeah, Vertical V, thanks for that follow and welcome to the LAN Party, and say hi to YouTube. So now what you're going to do is, or what you could do, this is all preference. From here on out, it's pretty much preference. We got the essentials, and now you can add and take out what you want. So what I did originally was I added a star. I put like kind of like one big star, one like leading star over here into the sky. And it kind of acted as almost like a lead star. It was kind of cool. I put it like right there. You can do that. You guys can do that if you'd like or not. It's just a whole lot of preference from here on out. You could add a boat in the water if you'd like. You could have a dolphin going there. But one little touch that I really like and I think really seals it up and makes it, really come together. Birds flying off into the sunset. The way you want to do that is go back to tools. Take this little, what is it, like a quarter pipe kind of shape. Lower it down all the way in front of the sun. Bring it down to real small. And remember guys, the smaller it is, the farther away the bird is from you. The bigger it is, the closer the bird is to you. So I'm going to make this one really small so it's out in the distance, and you're going to just duplicate it by using the touchpad and options method, and then rotate it with any of your right or left trigger, and pop it into, woo, hello, come on. Pop it into place, boom, and it looks like a bird right there. You're going to do the same thing, but maybe with a bigger bird a little bit closer up. So, and we'll do it off to the edge of the sun. Just because you want it to be kind of realistic and overlapping. So you can see that this bird looks a little bit closer. And you know what, I'll lower it down just so we have that nice kind of like leading line into the sun. And there you go. And that's it, guys. Essentially, that's how you do the horizon. Like I said, anything more than this is just preference and if you want to add or take out some certain things. So that's it for me. I hope you guys really learned a lot from this video. Hope it was easy to follow along with me. Not sure if it was. I don't know. We'll see. But just keep at it and keep, messing around with it till you get what you want. Thank you guys for watching the video, and subscribe for more tutorials in the new Black Ops 3 Paint Shop feature. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!